Hey guys, welcome to the February team meeting. We are going to be talking about a few things tonight, but first things first, welcome. This is our first official team meeting, team level meeting of the year. Um, Last month we did awards, which was so fun. It's my favorite meeting. But this is something that we're going to do every single month. We usually do Simply Grace and Grit and Wildflower Warriors, our own team meetings, but honestly, me and Anya, we always do our meetings on the same things because we work closely together. And so we are simplifying just another part of our business, which is going to be the team meetings. This month, I'm going to lead the meeting. Next month, Anya's going to lead the team meeting. Wildflower Warriors and Simply Grace and Grit teams, which really means anybody in our groups is welcome to come and really just get a time to all come together, get a training, get some announcements, see some people, meet some people. I'm going to challenge all of y'all to message someone on here that you've never talked to individually and say hi to them and introduce yourself, maybe where you're from. I know that's scary, but honestly, me and Anya and our close friends that we work with in our business, we would never know each other unless we didn't have things like this, like Zoom meetings or events or stuff like that. So I'm going to challenge y'all to do that tonight. If you are watching the replay because you couldn't make it live, totally get it. Life is crazy. Still going to challenge you to do it. Look at someone who's on here live, or maybe you see someone who comments replay on the link we share. Reach out to them, introduce yourself, say hi, get to know them. They could change your whole business. They could change your whole life. You just never know. We are literally from all over. We almost cover all 50 states, which is insane. But we all come from so many different backgrounds. We all have, we have people who do this full time. We have people who do this part time. We have, just everybody, anybody that you can think of, we have that in our group, which is amazing. So reach out to them, get to know them, pick their brain, because we are truly better together. So a few announcements before we get started. World Tour. I have absolutely loved seeing all of y'all's pictures at World Tour. Anya, yours is this week, right? Wednesday? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay. So me and Anya, we haven't been to ours yet. So I won't speak for her, but I have serious FOMO that ours is the last one. And I'm so excited. I'm going to Lexington this weekend. And I'll be meeting some of y'all that I've never met before, which is super exciting. But I love seeing your pictures. I love seeing people come together. Hey, Kara. Kara's on here. Yay. Kara's been in Hawaii for the past few months. Sorry, squirrel. But I've loved to see y'all's pictures. I've loved to see y'all come together, smiling faces. I have not heard many negative things, which I love. But I will say, whatever you loved, whatever you didn't love, put that in your survey that you're going to get from Scentsy. I know when you get them, it's not always the best time to sit down and do a survey. I totally get it. But since he cannot improve things or continue to do the amazing things that you love so much unless they know that, okay? So if you didn't like where it was held, let them know. If you didn't like the layout, let them know. If you loved hearing from the consultants, let them know. If you loved your home office person that was up on stage, let them know. Anything that really stuck out to you, I would just suggest putting it somewhere in the survey. They do read those, every single one of them, and they really do try to make it the best experience for all of us. So if you've been to a world tour and you haven't had the chance to share a picture or what happened or what you learned or anything like that, I'm going to ask you to share. I'm going to ask you to share that on your director's page, whether that be Simply Grace and Grit, Wildflower Warriors, Butterfly Kisses, whoever your director is. I want you to share on their page your experience. And I don't care if someone else from your group or who you were with has already done it. I want you to do it too, because when people see that, like-minded people come together, I know I have FOMO and I've been to a lot of world tours. So I know that if you're sharing your experience and people see how much fun you had, that they may want to join you next year. So definitely share that if you haven't yet. On the flip side of that, SFR registration opens this month. So exciting. It's going to be the 20th year celebration. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida, second year in a row on the East Coast. Whoop, whoop. So excited about that. It's going to be insane. I'm not going to say a bunch of details because nothing's official until it comes out, but that is part of our incentive for this month. So we have a monthly incentive for the whole year that we can earn. And one of the things is going to be registering for SFR. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you, SFR is not cheap. Okay. So if you just joined and it's not in the budget, don't feel like it's something that you have to go. We're not spending family money on Cincy, guys. So if it's not something you can swing this year, that's okay. There will be a virtual option. Okay. So you can sign up for that if you can't go in person. If you can go in person, especially if you're on the East Coast, I would highly suggest trying your best to get there, because if you can drive to SFR, that is a blessing, a huge blessing. Okay. Because before last year, I've never driven. And honestly, last year I probably shouldn't have driven. It was a little bit too far for me. But the virtual option does also count towards the incentive. So yes, there's no excuse for everyone not to be included in that, to at least go to virtual. But if you can go in person, try and make it happen. If you've been to SFR, put it in the chat. Should they try and make it happen? Because if you've been, you will never not want to go again. Okay. You'll want to experience it. You'll want to see everybody. Like, we are real people. It's kind of crazy when you first like see someone in person that you haven't met in real life, and you're like, oh my gosh, he's real, right? Or he's real, because you get used to seeing someone on a computer all the time, or voice text, that you don't like see them in person. Yes, nothing is going to beat it in person. So that's going to be in July. Official dates, official leadership dates, booked rooms that they have blocked out. All of that is going to be announced on the news tab. Don't quote me, but I think it's the 19th. Is that right, Anya? I think it's somewhere around there. Somewhere in there. But you have until the end of the month to register to count towards the incentive. There will also be a payment plan, definitely for the in-person. I don't know about the virtual, but there is a payment plan for that. And this is not until July. So you have from February till July, and they will break that up into even payments. And they will automatically roll that out for you. Even if you can't afford to drop $400, I would still suggest doing the payment plan, just because it just makes life easier. It really does. And again, another blessing that Cincy offers that to us. The other announcements I had was Shining Star nominations are on your workstation. That is something that is announced at SFR. That is something that you have to go to your workstation and read all about it. But honestly, anyone that you can think of, it's kind of like our awards night, but like times a million. Because usually it's one person that Cincy chooses. One year they did choose 6 people, which was pretty amazing. Yeah, 2017, that was my first SFR. They chose 6 people to win that year. But anyone that you can think of that you know personally, that you have come in contact with, that embodies our that simplicity, generosity, and authenticity core values. Read your lips, Anya. Thank you. If you don't know me, by the way, my name is Whitney Hebel, and I have serious brain fog from COVID like 2 years ago. So I still like can't think of words. That's just who I am. But yes, I'm either your SSD or your upline SSD, by the way. So Shining Star nominations on your workstation, open now. It's super quick and easy. Don't feel like you have to like write a book about this person. You can just go and nominate them. It may ask for their consultant ID. You do not have to have their consultant ID to nominate them. You just need their real name. Okay. Checking out the chat real quick. Yes, if you can't attend SFR this year, but you know you want to go next year, start saving. Because literally the day after SFR is announced for next year, we will start talking about that. But every single month, at every single meeting, you should hear someone mention SFR, because it's called Scentsy Family Reunion because it is our yearly convention, but it really does feel like a family reunion because you get to see everyone, you get to spend time with everyone. Okay. Last but not least is our planning ahead document in the workstation. I know that we probably all already know about this, but you really, really need to utilize it and use it in your business. Okay. We still have 2 releases that we know of this month that are still coming. Huge opportunity for sales. Now, when and where you share that is going to be up to you. But definitely print that, save it. It's probably in your team page. If not, it's in your workstation. Literally everything you need is in your workstation. Okay, guys. So yeah, anything else? Any other announcements? No? Yeah, so tonight I was just going to come and talk to y'all about transition month. So I know that we've already talked quite a bit about this already this month, but I just really wanted to go over everything because I feel like, and I don't want to speak for anybody, but I feel like there's a consensus of I'm just going to wait until March. Okay, I'm just going to wait until March to work my business. I'm just going to wait until March to have all the fun with all the spring and summer stuff. February will just happen and I'm just going to jump right back in March. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because come March 8th or 9th, when you get paid, you're going to be like, dang, I really wish I would have worked hard last month. I really wish I would have focused on that catalog. Those scents are gone. Oh, Susie Q loved that scent. I forgot to tell her about it. And now it was up to me to tell her because I'm her consultant. I don't want you to have those feelings, okay? And the only way you're not going to have those feelings is this if you work right now. So there is so much opportunity in a transition month to start working your business again, to refresh your business. There's just so much going on. And I know that you've probably heard a lot of this already, but you have to utilize it. You have to take action on these things, okay? So I already did a training in Simply Grace and Grit about some of these things, but I'm going to go over a few of them really quickly. New business supplies. So this is something that I do suggest if you've already ordered them, put them in the chat. If you already have spring, summer, business supplies, go ahead and put it in the chat. This is not to call anybody out, but I want to see who's doing what. Okay. I personally ordered the transition kit because that has everything that I need. I already have a full set of testers. Okay, so a lot of people have already ordered. Good. If you haven't yet, hear me out. First things first, we don't spend family money on Scentsy. I'm going to say it again. If you are not in a spot where you can put, I think it was $60 some for the transition kit, that's okay. Depending on how you work your business, you have to make this decision. For instance, if your business is 90% online, you're not going to necessarily need the testers, the catalogs, all of those things right away. Okay. If you want to wait until March 1 and get some of those bars or products that are in the sales kits with rewards, awesome. That's a great move for your business. Okay. But you have to decide from that list of supplies, what do I need to hit the ground running on March 1? Okay. If your business is 90% online, I'm just pulling this out of my head. The only thing I think that I would recommend that you would purchase if you can afford it is the sticker sheet set. Okay. Because that's going to give you the opportunity to mail out those new scents to people when you're thanking them for their orders this month. Okay. That's a great opportunity to book some parties off of the new scents. That's a great opportunity to say thanks for your order and send them literally a thank you note and a sticker sheet, bam, with the forever stamp. We're going to keep this simple, guys. We don't need to go all out with our thank yous. We don't need to make it extravagant and spend 2 hours on making a graphic to send. Okay. That's not what we want to do here. Okay. And it's hard because if you love making graphics, maybe that's your happy place. And once you have some sales, I would say go for it. But if you're stuck in a place where you don't have a lot of sales right now, buying a bunch of business supplies that you're not going to use is not, that's not it. Okay. So even as an SSD, I'm only getting the transition kit because I know that's all I need. Sticker sheets, I will probably order another set of sticker sheets later because 99% of my business online, I'm going to include that in every mail out I can. Okay. Because I want them to smell the new scents. I do have testers for my local people, but again, that's because that is in my budget for my business. Other than that, if you are good on business supplies, the other opportunity is the new season sales kits, like I just mentioned. Those are not on sale. There's no savings with those. Okay. That is for you to prep for March 1. Okay. So with those, again, if you're not planning on, or you're not in the budget to make samples from those kits, don't worry about getting them. Okay. Like I said, March 1, you can use past rewards on new products and they will be there within 2 weeks. Do not stress about that. Okay. Now if it is in your budget, or maybe you're like, I'm going to invest in this. I really want to invest in doing this and have an open house. Something like the home sales kit would be a good investment because that's going to have a bunch of new warmers that you can show off. You can resell those warmers at full price with tax, all that jazz, and get your money back on them. I personally have ordered those every time because it pushes me to sell those warmers more. I don't want all those warmers. Okay. I think the only one that I may keep, I haven't even opened them yet, is the I don't even know what it's called. Something about the fish in the sea, because it's like a little cute coastal looking warmer. All the other ones I'm going to try and sell. I'm going to take selfies. I'm going to have an open house. I'm going to have videos. I'm going to make reels. I'm going to go live, right? So all of that advertisement is going to be around those kits. And then I'm going to tell my people when they say Susie Q down the road wants C-Star because you saw my reel, I'm going to say, awesome, I have that on hand. I'm going to sell that one first before I order a new one. Okay. Yes, exactly yep. If you don't have the money for the home kit, use the rewards. Anything that you can't afford, use rewards to move forward. Okay. The clean sales kit, there's an opportunity there to make some great samples. Same thing with the laundry. I will say, even with the laundry, I get the laundry kit for myself. I use it as a tax write-off because I use it. And then March 1, I will order big things of the whiffs to make samples because the little ones, it's not going to last very long for me for samples. Okay. That's just some tips for y'all to take, and you have to make the decision on your own. Don't just order it because your director's ordering it. Order it because you have, priced that out in your business and you can afford it. Okay. Otherwise, you can just take the pictures that all these consultants are so willingly and happily to share, right? That's why we're better together. Another example of that. And if you're a director on here, that's part of your job. If you see something posted in a director's only page, your team can't see that. It may be a consultant ran page, but if it's a director or above page, you got to be sharing those images. Okay. Because you have first dibs on that. Something I like to do with that is make albums on my team page. And that way it can be a little bit more organized when people are looking for stuff. So again, new season sales kits, super exciting, but you do get PRV off of it. You will get commission off of it. But again, it is a business expense. Okay. Yes, their marketing images are getting literally better and better every catalog season too. They used to be, hopefully no one from Cincy's watching, not great, but now they're more like real life images and it looks legit instead of not. Okay. Discontinued report. Who has run the discontinued report? I will talk about that till I'm blue in the face. Okay. Why? Because I get so much sales from it every transition month. Cincy has made this awesome. Cincy has made this report just for this month. It's only offered twice a year for all the products that are leaving at the beginning of the month. It was not the right products. Now it is. And I have 11 pages of people to reach out to within the next week so they have time to reorder. Okay. You can run it. It's super easy to run, export it. And then what I would suggest and what I do is I just use it from the last year of orders. Okay. Because it's going to give you all the way back to 2017 if you've been here a while. I'm not messaging someone who only ordered one bar one time in 2018 about this scent. Okay. I'm talking to people and I'm using my time wisely to the people who have recently ordered in this catalog season with scents that are going away. And a lot of people may say, oh, we'll just message everyone. But honestly, if you do that whole report and you see 55 pages, most likely you're going to be like, I'm not doing that. But instead you see 11 pages, okay, that can be done in 11 days easily. 1 page a day, boom, half the month, okay? So run that report, reach out to those people, let them know what's leaving, ask them if they want to stock up or they want to do club, okay? There's 2 opportunities there. Not everyone wants to do club, but you should still be offering it to anyone who's going to order that they can get a discount on it and they can get those bars forever, okay? Y'all know this. Y'all know this. Club is amazing. If you don't have one yourself, I definitely recommend that you do that. And just run the report and use it. It will be a blessing. I promise you at least get one sale from it. If you don't, let me know because it's amazing. People want to know when their favorites are leaving and you got to print it off and use it. Otherwise it's useless. Okay. Last chance first glance. This is something that we haven't talked about a lot. I put it in my email this morning out to the team. We talked about a last chance first glance party. Who in here has held one of those before? Okay, so a lot of you know what it is. It is literally just an event. It can be in your home, it can be for a customer, or it can just be online in your VIP group where you share what's leaving. And there's a few different ways you can do this. Again, totally up to you. You can share what's leaving, focus on real life images of products, of scents, of anything that's going away, specifically bars. That's the big hot item, okay? Because I'm not gonna say that, but wax bars are the hot item, right? Because once they're gone, they're gone. They're gone. Some other products may be back, but wax bars are, yeah. If they come back in clearance, that means they're definitely not coming back. That's another tip for you. So say next month or the following month clearance updates and Very Snowy Spruce is in clearance, that's a bad sign, okay? But you're holding an event, you're going to share what's leaving, you're going to focus on that. And you can either, if they order, you can give them a glance into the party, or you can say, if we reach this goal, I'll let you see what's in the next catalog, or whatever you want to do. It can be so many. If you've had one, put it in the comments actually how you ran that. When did you give them the first glance? Did you just do half and half, or did you say if you ordered, or a certain day or time, or what? I've heard a lot of people have done where they say, if you order, you get to see this. But I've also seen it where people do it in their home, like an open house, where they will say, here's the old stuff and here's the new stuff, and it's 2 separate orders. Okay. So check out the comments people are stop, Duke. People are putting in there how they did theirs. Okay. Again, totally up to you. Totally up to you. But highly suggest that. Okay. So even if you don't have someone that's going to host that for you, make an event in your VIP group and invite the whole group. And you can even book parties from that, right? To say, do you want to have your own last chance first glance? And just share. It's an opportunity to focus on something. Okay. So again, check out those comments. There's tons of ideas coming in on there. Transition month is also 10% off, mostly. Okay, so almost the entire catalog is on sale, which is a huge thing, especially with the bundles. 6-bar bundles is on sale for $27. That's $4.50 a bar. That's a huge savings compared to our normal $6, right? If I math right. But that also means that a majority of your sales are going to be 10% less. Okay, so that's just something to keep in mind. So on a regular month, maybe you have 4 parties to hit your goal. Maybe this year or this this month of the year, you're gonna have 5 parties instead to hit that goal. Okay. Um yeah, if y'all can answer those questions in the chat, that'd be great. It really, Liz, it really depends on how you want to run it. The last chance first glance is usually a mix of both catalogs. Yeah. So yeah, keep in mind 10% off, huge selling point, but it's gonna affect your sales a little bit, okay? But with the discontinued report, make sure in your message when you're sending it to these people, if it's all bars that they are discontinuing, tell them it's on sale this month in that message. Hey, all of this is leaving and it's on sale this month. You may never be able to get it again. Let me know if you want to stock up. Let me know if you want a shopping link. Would you like a shopping link? Would you like to start a club? Would you like more information on club? Okay. They can't answer you unless you ask. I have one more thing for transition month. What do y'all have? Anybody else have any ideas for transition month on what they're doing and want to share? Because the last one I'm going to say, y'all know. Kara? Saw you raise your hand.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm on a tablet and I just ran out of battery. Okay. One of the things that I think is really valuable to do when you transition months is to make new pictures of yourself that you can use all throughout the whole new catalog. So I usually try to find kind of a either Scentsy wear or neutral clothing. And I do some like poses, like I'll stand there. I think Whitney did a video about all the things that she does too, where like I stand there with my hands open and then it's really easy to like stick a product in there or like with my fingers up or just like holding 6 bars of wax. Some of those things that you have bundles of or you know will start coming that are just kind of generic as far as a specific product, then you can change the text or the other pictures around. But if you already have that in your like history, it makes it really easy to slap those on to take maybe a flyer that somebody else has made or you know that somebody's using all the same flyers. A lot of us see really great ones like Whitney shared the St. Patrick's Day ones with us recently. It's nice to be able to put your face on it because if they have more than one consultant that they're friends with, it's one way that makes you stand out or for them to see that it's really you that's doing it and then your images aren't the same as everyone else. So that's one recommendation that I make. And I'm glad to be back. I've missed you all.
I missed you. Yes, that's so good. I always say anytime that you like feel good about yourself, or even if you don't and you're like, I need to take a picture, it's okay. It's okay that you're not like fully dressed to the nines or have makeup on. Y'all have seen my pictures. It's okay. It'll be fine.
Be a real person. They already know what you look like.
Yeah.
My people already know that I have a giant scar in the middle of my head. And it makes it, when you're a real person, it helps them know that you're being genuine, that you really use this stuff, that you, that, I don't know. I just think it makes you more approachable. They see that you're a real person with your flaws and all of your greatness, whoever you are, like I like to say, sparkle out. Don't let anybody dim your sparkle. And so even if you don't have everything together and perfect, it makes people feel that they also can do this too. When you have a sink full of dishes and you're showing how you're using counter clean and that you too have pee on the side of the wall in your bathroom, it just makes it all make much more sense. And I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, it makes you relatable for sure when they see that not everything is perfect and all that. So yeah, in transition month, that is something that you can definitely do towards the end of the month when you're refreshing everything for the year. Even making sure that you're using all those like pointed pictures or personal pictures for the things that are leaving. Yeah, one other thing that you could do is make like pre-made bundles. People love to just be able to click checkout. That's something I do in my VIP group a lot. So like the most recent one was the coffee bundle. People love that one. They're like, "Oh, anything coffee? Yes, sign me up." And so I went ahead into my website and I built a 6-pack and I shared the link directly from my website, and all they had to do was click checkout, and it was just like boom, boom, boom. So making it easier for people, having those pre-made bundles done is easy. Um, also wanted to say that and I remind y'all this a lot, but a lot of people are watching. So I know that maybe when you share stuff on social media, you may not be getting the likes or the reactions that you want or anticipated, but there's a lot of people watching your stuff. Just because they don't react to it doesn't mean they don't like it or love it. So you just have to keep going. We're doing a challenge in Simply Grace and Grit, Show Your Face in February. It's a lot harder than it seems. The people that are doing it are like, "Oh my, yeah, it's a lot." Um, it's a lot for me. I've missed a few days and I have to double up the next day because I'm like, "Oh, I just don't even realize I didn't do it." But making your business and your even just your social media personable to you, showing your face, showing that you're a real person, showing you're not just a bunch of graphics. If you it's hard, but you're not going to grow unless you're uncomfortable. So that's okay if you're struggling. Just keep on catching up as you can, and know that that's why it's a challenge, to show you what you're not doing. Because you're probably like, "Oh, I do that all the time." And then you start tracking it and you're like, "Oh, no, I don't." Oh my gosh, Devin, that's so exciting. He went live in his VIP group for the first time. I love it. That's awesome. Congrats. So funny because I know Ashley went live on our personal page and she was like, "I don't know why I don't do that more." I'm like, "I know, you really realize, when you do something a little scary, how much that can affect people and how like interested they get back into your business because they know that you're not just sharing graphics and you care about it." Um,
I started going live on my personal page and sharing it to my VIP
I do that too. Yeah.
because I got orders of people that didn't ever accept my invite into my VIP group. I got orders from them by going live, not just by sharing, even just sharing my picture and my face, like they still wasn't doing it. But once I did like the actual live on my personal page and then shared it to my VIP, it like people were alerted more.
Yep. It comes up in their feed, and also everyone in your VIP page should be friends with you. So even if you have it set to private, if they're friends with you, they can see what you're doing. I do the same thing. I always go live on my personal page and share it to my VIP. That way I can hit both. That's a really good tip too. Yeah, Ashley said she got 4 orders a day. She went live with a clearance warmer from people she didn't think were interested. So you just never know. You really never know. So anybody else have anything they wanted to share before I give you my last like great tip for you guys that you've probably like haven't heard in so long? Can't wait to share it. Anybody? Anybody want to guess what the last tip is? Who knows Whitney the best? Nobody? Nobody wants to guess?
I don't know what your last tip is, but I just thought of one more thing. I
Yeah.
just want to stress that don't push yourself bigger than where you are right now. Like, you can have dreams and want to build bigger, but if your budget doesn't let you mail out 300 pieces of mail, it's okay. You can still build there. I love that Whitney keeps beating that drum, that we don't use family money for Scentsy. That's huge. And that's one of the huge reasons why people think that these are scams, because most businesses don't do that. They just got back from the pool. So I just want to say that, like, if you don't know what to do next for this new catalog, ask questions, have people help you make your plan, because you don't have to have hundreds of dollars to spend on this new thing. You can do it with nothing. And that's what I've been doing for the last year. So just, It's okay. You can still, guess what I bought today? I bought my new washer and dryer with my Scentsy money. And that all happened with $0 out of our family. So, yeah, so don't be scared if you're small and you can still have big dreams, but work yourself there. We all can't be at a director level when we first start. We don't all have that ability to do that right now, and it's okay because you can grow to that. So.
Absolutely. Love that. Aren't we so glad Kara's back? I am. Love it. It's so true. It is. And that's the beauty of this business too, is that it can literally be built from nothing. You don't need to invest a ton of money into things. Are there good investments down the road? Yes, absolutely. But don't feel like you need all the things to be successful.
Well, and wait, can I jump in?
Please.
Also, guys, just because you've done it in the past doesn't mean you have to, because just because you've done something in the past, just because you've ordered the home kit in the past, if it didn't work for you, like I ordered the home kit this past time and I didn't really do with it what I thought I was going to do with it. It just didn't pan out that way. Please go. I'll be there in a minute. So I'm not purchasing it this time. I'm so sorry. I will be using rewards as I earn them to get warmers that I think will be good for my customers. But I mean, I had this duck warmer that I'm don't think I'm gonna be able to get rid of. So and some of that comes with if you've been doing it for a while, you know your business. But I've been doing this for a while, and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna make that investment. I'm gonna do it, and just where I am in my business, it wasn't really the best investment for me. So just because you've done something in the past doesn't mean you have to keep doing it. If it didn't work for you in the past, try something different in this catalog. Like Whitney said, she's even making changes and doing things differently. But like she said, we don't spend family money on Scentsy. Business is always changing and growing and evolving. And if sticker samples work for you this time, then do that. So just don't think, oh, I've always done it this way in the past. I have to continue to do it this way, because nobody's where they were a year ago. Some people are moving forward, some people forward, backwards. It's fluid, and that's okay. So if you've done something in your business in the past and you don't think it's feasible for your business this year, or it didn't work, then don't do it. Try something new. That's it.
Yep. And here's the thing. I want you to invest in what you're going to put the most energy into this catalog. How about that? So if that's time in your business, I want you to invest in the time to put in your business. If it's going to be, I'm going to invest in this home sales kit because I know it's going to push me to sell those warmers, then invest in that home sales kit. Again, you're the only one who can decide that for your business. Okay. You are literally the only one. We can all give you advice on what we do and what we have found to be best, but it's truly up to you.
I want to pick back off of what
ahead.
Jennifer said, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
I think it's important to make sure that you're doing what you can feasibly handle in your own life and not beat yourself up for it. So like thank yous, for example, I can't feasibly get them in the mail. I just cannot do it right now. But the second I get an order, I send them a thank you email. And I've had people reach back out to me and be like, oh my gosh, like that was so nice. I can't believe you're so quick to thank me. That's like super appreciated. So just because you can't do something that you used to do, that, yeah, people did like it, getting it in the mail. And my kids used to help me do it, but I just can't take it on right now. And so know that there are like other options, and don't beat yourself up for doing the other option that works currently for you. And like my local customers know that I will give if they like have a subscription or they buy something locally, they're the ones that get the bar. So I still can use the monthly like cent of the month bars as write-offs, because I'll give them as gifts to people that are local to me. But or if someone like places an order on a special day where I'm like doing a special, I'll mail them one of those as a special. So I'm still able to like do things like that, but I am not beating myself up for the fact that I can't make samples and send them in the mail anymore just because it's not feasible for me right now. So make sure that you find a path that works for you for your current life today. And that could change next month, but and don't beat yourself up for changing it. Do what works.
Yep. And you can't compare what you're doing to anybody else. You really can't.
I was gonna say too, awesome, Sarah, because if you're being authentic and if people know you and know your life, like for me, if I send an extravagant thank you, they're gonna be like, when did you have time to do this? Like, so people know you and know what's going on in your life, and you're truly being authentic, they will know if you had time to sit down and write 300 thank you notes and send them in the mail. So thank you, Sarah, for saying that. I don't know if I know Whitney the best, but she's probably going to say, if she hasn't said already, we have 3 weeks left of February still. So let's focus on February before we move to March. So I don't know if that's what she's going to say, but
That's a good guess. That's a good guess. It's something that goes with that though. Starts with a P. It's my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world.
Oh, I got
Popcorn,
it.
popcorn.
No,
Party.
not popcorn.
I thought you were gonna say popcorn.
Party.
party.
Party. Yes. Love you guys. Mean it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Guess what? You got a party. We are a party planning company. And if someone is telling you that partying is going away, they are lying to you. And you should probably go the other way. Because here's the thing. No, parties don't look like they used to. They really don't look like they used to. But to build your business, the best way to do that is to have a party with a customer who's going to introduce you to their friends, and you're going to take that opportunity to get to know them and build a relationship with them. That can be done through social media. That can be done through meeting someone at the bus stop. Okay. I had 2 friends host a party for me last month, literally the difference maker in my incentive, because they're like, what do we need to do? And I was like, honestly, I need you to host a party. They host a party. We have 3 weeks left, however many weeks left in February, you're going to have to party. And I'm going to quote Anya. She sent me this today, and she sent literally the message she's sending to people to party. And it's so smart, and maybe something that y'all haven't thought about, but very simple. She says, there's a new catalog coming March 1. Want a party to get some new spring stuff for free and half off? Okay, you're partying this month for sales for them to use in the brand new catalog. Hey, you have a party this month. It qualifies. I'm going to show you the new catalog, and you can pick whatever you want from then, because their rewards are not going to expire before then. Huge opportunity to do that. Other thing, when you're reaching out to people on that discontinued list of 25 million pages of things that people have ordered, hey, CGQ, this is what's going out of being discontinued. And they reply with, I'm so sorry. I saw someone put in the chat, I can't afford it right now, or I can't do that right now. I wish I could. That's okay. Would you like to try and host a party? You can earn those bars for free. You can earn that product for free or half price. Okay. That's a huge opportunity for people right now. Them sharing you with their friends, they're literally opening the door to their home to say, hi, this is my Scentsy consultant, Whitney. She's the bomb. Let her share with you what she has and what I love so much. Okay.
Hey, Whitney.
Yes.
One of the things that was shared at the world tour that I went to was watch the verbiage. Like, if I bring the chips and the salsa, will you let all your girlfriends get together and pick like 2 dates? Don't just say in the month of March, because then most of us, we look at our calendar and we have so much going on it that we get overwhelmed and we just say no. We shut down. So if you pick like 2 dates, and if they say they don't work out, then further the conversation to try and figure out like 2 other dates that work for them, versus the broader picture of things, and make it simple for them. Hey, I'll do this. All you got to do is open your door.
Yep.
So.
And what Amanda just said is so important. Further the conversation. We have to be talking to people one-on-one about our business. Offering them the party. Oh, no, those don't work. Okay, well, does this date work? Or does this date work? Or would you rather do it online? Do you want to do, like having that conversation with people just like you would with your best friend, your sister, your mom, offering that, furthering that conversation, not just going for a one answer and being done with them and moving to the next. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna ask all of y'all to book 2 more parties this month, me included, Anya included. We're all doing it. She posted today about a booking blitz. Set the timer, ask some people. The people who are earning the trips and are doing big things in this business, that are on the banners, that are doing all these things, they are people that are partying. Okay. Yes, you don't even have to use the word party. You can say Cinevent. You can say whatever you're comfortable saying. Y'all put some examples in the chat. What would you say instead of party? Because we are a party plan company, but people aren't, they're kind of afraid of that typical party, right? So getting, what's that word? Yeah, creative. There you go. And calling it something else could be the total game changer with people. Sent social, sent event, girls' night. Yeah, any of that. I will also say that, and this is something that I'm working on this year. We have the bus stop right out front in front of our house, and we have tons of people come to our driveway. And it's so funny because it literally takes one person at the bus stop to say, "Oh, Whitney, I want to smell Valentine's Day collection." And you're like, "Oh, okay, that's fine. You can come in and smell it." And then someone's else like, "Well, no, I want to smell it too." Okay, well, let me go grab it. Take your stuff with you to places like that and just say, "Hey, just want to let you smell this and see if you would like it." Make it, that's something that I've just really honestly never thought about doing it. Make it nonchalant. See if you just wanted to see if you would like it. See if that's something that you're interested in. It takes one person, and then literally the whole bus stop is smelling Simply the Zest, and 30 bars later, we have almost a party. Okay. So shop and save, personal shopping link to share with your friends, lunch and sniff. Yeah. You can call it whatever you want. But y'all know what I hope y'all know what I mean when I say party. That doesn't mean lug all your crap to someone's house. That means get someone to introduce you to their friends, to their family, to their people, because you're always wanting to grow that customer base out and out and out and out and out. So that's what I have for you tonight. Do y'all want to do popcorn real quick? What time is it? 7:47. Yeah, let's do popcorn. Anya, you start us off. So, do you want to explain what popcorn is? Where are you at?
Me? You want me to explain it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got some new people in
So,
here.
yeah, we're just popcorning. Don't hop off. Calm down, okay? Don't freak out. But just something you took away from this meeting, something that sparked an idea for you, whatever it is that you're like, wow, that's a really good idea, or I love that, or man, that makes me see things differently. Just you're gonna popcorn it. So I'll start, and then I'm gonna call on someone to do the next one. I liked all these. I love the name share. I love all the name shares of what everybody does, what they call their parties, not parties, parties, right? What you're calling them. I love that. Love that. I also love that we're reminded to be simple and we've got to party. The amount of people I've talked to in the last few months that are like, oh, yeah, I haven't partied. And I'm like, you haven't what? Oh my gosh, like every month we are partying. That's what we do. Okay. That's how we grow. Then they're like, how do you sponsor people? Boo, you got to party. Like, what are you doing? Right. How did you get that much sales? You have to party. You have to branch out. So I love those. I love those simple, awesome reminders. And I love that you guys piped in and gave all your ideas and thoughts. I just love that. It's collaboration. We are really better together always. Okay. I am going to call on Devin. Since he's so brave and went live today in his VIP, let's go.
Okay, what am I talking about? I'm busy putting a customer order in and missed it. Not gonna
We're
lie.
popcorning. Popcorning. What did you like? What's gonna help you later? What you taking away?
I guess kind of just like learning what's good for my business this time around, because this is what, my third or fourth transition? I don't remember. And every time it's been different. I'm still learning my business, still growing, but I'm not gonna let it stop me, and I'm just gonna push through. Okay. That's all I got. Let me see who's here. Let's go with Shannon. There we go.
Hey y'all.
You're muted, hon.
Yes,
Shannon, you're muted. Yeah.
I thought I unmuted it. Sorry. I was like, oh my Lanta. I'm doing Valentine's boxes with my kids before bedtime. So I'm multitasking. Hi, I'm Shannon. I took away is I want to do different kind of parties moving forward. Like I already do personal shopping links and sent socials online. Like those are like my bread and butter of what I've been doing the last 3 years. But I would really like to do more in person. So y'all giving ideas of different styles that y'all have done, I think would be really fun. Because we're supposed to move sometime before I have the baby to a 4-bedroom. So I think maybe like doing it in person at my house would be really fun. So thank y'all for the ideas, because I think sharing ideas is really, really good.
All right, let's pick one more person. Shane, you want to pick somebody?
Let me look. Who's on? Oh, y'all, I can't press buttons today. Ashley Crabtree.
Ashley. I know she was at. Where she is?
Hello. I think for me, sorry, my voice is shot, but for me, it is like bringing everything back to the basics and making sure that your team knows. Like, I think sometimes like we forget that certain things, if you've been around a little bit, are like not repetitive, but like we just assume that our people know. But to reiterate to them about not spending family money and not feeling bad about it, to adjust like what is and isn't working, not just for parties, but like for purchasing and things like that. I mean, I know I have some teamies that money's a little tight right now, and it's easy to compare your business to others and feel like you need all the things when the reality is we don't. We just have to kind of open our mouths and work where we're at. So I like that, just to reiterate that we're all in different places, but we can all be successful just by bringing it back to the basics, getting what works for our business, and just kind of prioritizing.
Yes, absolutely. Don't ever, ever, ever feel bad about not being able to purchase something like a business kit or supplies or anything like that. I will say for something like maybe Scent of the Month or like Bring Back My Bar or something like that, you can always post on our pages and say, hey, I really want to do a split with this. Or maybe you have teamies that are local that can't afford all the Scent of the Month. Maybe you can offer doing a split with them and maybe alternating who gets the PRV. There's ways around this if you're not quite to that. You can also make that a goal. Maybe that's a goal of yours that you want to be able to get the home kit one year. How much more PRV do you need to make to earn or to be able to buy that with your Scentsy money, right? So yeah, all great tips. The 2 things I forgot in announcements was leaders meeting. It's coming up this month, February 20th. We are working with a few other SSDs this year, again, simplifying, and I think it's Chastity's month. So her and her team will be running that meeting. And then also we're trying something new this month. It's called a working hour. So it's actually going to be similar to a meeting, but there's no training. It's just a time where you're bringing something to work on in your business that is income producing. So you're packaging orders, maybe you're making samples, maybe you're doing some follow-ups, maybe you're whatever it may be, right? And we're sharing how we're working, what we're doing. There's no pressure to do anything. Just show up if you can. The first one is going to be in the evening. We'll probably alternate between day and night because we do have between shifters and off shift and third shift and all that jazz. So that will be 26th, I think that is. It won't be recorded, I don't think. It's just the time that we're all going to get together and collaborate just like we did tonight. Okay. So mark your calendars for those if you can make it. And otherwise, that's a wrap. That's it. Thank you guys so much for showing up tonight. This was an amazing first meeting to the year. Keep working your business. I want everyone to book dos parties. Dos parties. Oh, look at that. Dos parties. Okay. And we're going to end February with a bang because March is about to get cray. Love you guys. See you at World Tour and we'll see you guys soon. Hopefully we'll see you at Working Hour. Bye guys.